All right, dude. We are live.
We're live, and there's a chance that you might have to call 911.
You're bleeding out over there, dude.
Dude, I'm telling you.
You're bleeding out.
Everybody's like, what is this young kid on camera? Who is this guy?
We're streaming everything right now.
Who is this young kid? We'll talk about that. It's the first time I've
shaved your beard?
It's because I shaved my beard. It's the first time. Well, I felt like there's only room for one beard on this channel.
You're right.
And
you're absolutely right.
And yeah, I'm bleeding pretty bad. And this is the first time I shaved in like 10 years. And I cut myself. And it's not going very well. It's not going very well at all. So I'm kind of got my head turned this way so y'all can't see the grotesqueness of this blood. So every once in a while you'll see me dabbing it like an old preacher man in church.
A what?
Old preacher man. Like, you know, they used to, oh, Lord.
All right, Grant. Let me retweet this. We got some trailers, dude.
We got a bunch of trailers.
We just had a direct. Xbox Direct here yesterday, I think it was.
Which correlates to PlayStation Direct.
Oh, let me tell you, dude. You know, we talked crap on Xbox the other day. I think they heard us.
They did. They were watching this podcast.
They heard us. All right, let me tweet this YouTube link out, and then we're ready to go.
They didn't hear us. According to TikTok, they didn't hear us. They should make podcast equipment more expensive for people like us. They hate us on TikTok, boy.
Oh, I know. They can't stand us on TikTok.
Dude, that's like a whole different. That's where all the incels hang out.
Yep. All right. All right, Grant. You ready for some trailers, buddy?
I'm ready for some trailers. If I fall out, remember 911. If I need a blood transfusion,
I got it. Right. I got my phone right here, dude.
That's cool. It's not as bad as it was. I mean, before we went live, Ed said, "Oh my god." It's like I cut
dude, you turn your head and you're just like
blood.
It looked like your face was melting. That's how much blood there was.
It's like I shaved with a machete. They were good.
When was the last time you used a razor to shave?
Well, it's been like 10 years. Like a straight razor. Not a straight. I mean, like a was it the 𝐼𝐻𝐫𝐞𝐿 razor?
All right, Grant. It's time for some trailers before we start.
Let's watch some trailers.
All right, this is our pre-podcast part of the episode. We would usually try to play trailers and stuff up front because it's not audio friendly. So we'll do some trailers and then kick off the podcast. All right, let's do it. Grant, first one.
I'm excited.
Pull this up.
I know what it is.
Let me know when you see my screen. Let me know. Oh, you don't know what this is. You don't know what this is until you see it.
I can see it down there. I can see it down there.
Yeah, I know. Now you can.
No, I don't know.
Rated mature.
I don't know what this is. And
I've been having nightmares. Being out here isn't what I expected.
Legacy can take many forms, right? Learn from the ones who came before.
But before we continue, do you see the character designs?
They look good. I was thinking
they
that.
Look phenomenal.
They look normal.
They look normal. You can tell which one's a girl.
Mm-hmm.
You can tell which one's a guy.
Mm-hmm.
Why is this so hard for some people? Let's continue.
And they betrayal, the ones who come after.
Wait, I hear something.
Looks good.
Get ready. Is that a Kestrel?
I still can't believe they exist.
To what do we owe the pleasure of your company? I just need a foot. Aha!
You can turn into a Levron.
Bonjour, mes amis.
We need to cross the sea. Bulger said you could help.
Oh
ready to sail like a snail.
This is a much better way to travel. Firing.
We're gonna take down the painters, just the three of us?
I didn't take you for a coward.
I'm not a coward.
Yeah, man.
Patrons, us.
As long as even one of us stands, our fight is not over.
The guy from Twilight. Looks tight. That game looks so tight. And you know what? It's only for Xbox. I'm proud of them boys.
I'm so very sorry. My friend.
Dude.
I know. Well, first of all, hold on. What's going on, guys? Thank y'all for tuning in. Sean, I'm sorry, I can't read. Sean, Critical Gaming, what's up? And yes, boy, I got the Southern Baptist cloth, because I cut myself shaving.
Hey, those are my Diablo 4 buddies right there, man.
There you go.
Those are my Diablo 4 buddies. We going at it. And we're going to go at it again after this podcast.
Oh, then you've never seen me play Diablo 4.
They don't want to see.
They don't want to see that. They don't want to.
They don't want to see that garbage.
They don't want to see me.
All right.
Elon Musk himself would want to team up with me. Rob would be like, man,
so
got to get this guy.
𝐿𝐴 Obscure Expedition 33, dude. Does that not look like a badass game,
dude?
I mean, that game's gonna be awesome, dude.
I haven't seen a an RPG that looks like that in a long time.
Turn-based,
correct.
They look like they mastered turn-based combat,
man.
dude, in an RPG. Like that is one of my biggest. April, in like 3 more months, we're gonna have this game, dude. I mean, that is just how you do it. Great character designs, great music. The story looks like it there. It's kind of interesting how they do it. It's a little bit different than your, medieval RPGs and stuff like that. But I mean, the world looks great, dude.
And the good thing about it, it's only for Xbox. Good for Xbox.
I mean, is it only for Xbox though?
That's what it said.
Because I mean, this is an Xbox Direct, so
it didn't have any.
They put PlayStation 5 down there. Right. No, I don't know.
Give it a couple months. What's going to happen is, as it gets closer to April, he'll be like, you know what? I'm feeling kind of generous.
Well, I'm gonna play on PC. But I mean, that's like, I mean, it's just amazing, dude. Like that is just. I mean, like where are other studios on this stuff, man? Like these turn-based. I don't even know who these people are. This game.
They're too busy screaming. They're screaming in the streets.
The word about their social justice crap, probably. Well, they're probably worried about their DEI programs getting shut down here soon.
That's true.
That's probably what they're worried about. Okay, Grant, next trailer. Buddy, this next trailer.
This trailer is like Viagra for the eyes.
It is. All right, Grant. You see that? Okay.
Viagra. There we go.
Oh, there you go.
My path leads through the land of the dead.
There we go.
The sun sets on the Dragon Ninja bloodline.
I am going to play this game here very soon.
Genshin. Go back to hell.
All paths before me are cruel and arduous. Our time has come.
That's right, Grant. That thing is available now. They remastered that thing. They just dropped it out of nowhere. No one was talking about this. They remastered Ninja Gaiden 2 and just dropped it. It's on PlayStation 5, Xbox, PC, all that stuff. But
I
they
love
just
Ninja
dropped
Gaiden
this
so
thing.
much that I'm probably going to play this game naked. My wife's going to come in wondering what's going on here.
They just remade the best Ninja Gaiden, and it looks
so
like
much.
next gen does not.
It looks.
I mean,
phenomenal.
that is how you do a remaster, buddy. That is how you do it.
Yep.
All right, but how about them? How about them character designs? They kept it. They kept it to the OG.
That's all we ask for.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, but you're a gooner. You're a gooner now, Ed.
Straight gooner, man. All right. Next, Grant. And then we'll get into the podcast. Ninja again.
Several years ago, the Dark Dragon, youngest of the divine dragon gods, wreaked havoc across the world. The plot was ultimately thwarted through the efforts of a sole ninja. However, the Dark Dragon's husk remained, and from this husk fell an endless downpour of cursed rain. The abandoned Tokyo continues its struggle against chaos to this day.
Infiltrated the facility. Commencing mission. No escape.
Clean. Okay. I'm intrigued.
You're open. Weak. This is it. 𝐬𝐮𝐬𝐫𝐿.
Whatever your clan is plotting, it ends here. So you've come, Raven.
Back off, 𝐬𝐵𝐿. I will execute my mission.
Right after Ninja Gaiden 2, brother, that is available now. They got this coming out, and that looks phenomenal.
So, in a day's time, Ninja Gaiden has destroyed Ubisoft. Team Ninja has destroyed Ubisoft. Whoever's making Avowed, I don't even know who's doing that. Whatever. Whoever's doing Avowed in 2 days, they've destroyed everything.
Team
I don't
Ninja's
care
doing it
about
right.
none of those games, but I do care about these games.
Yeah. So this will be available on fall 2025. So this year, bam,
Man,
insane.
IGN, I give it a 4.
All right, Grant. Let me make sure that is our last download, our last trailer. Yep. Okay.
IGN gives it a 4. It doesn't have enough diversity, and it doesn't have enough same-sexual content.
All right, Grant. You ready to get in that podcast?
Let's do it.
Let's get into that podcast, buddy. All right, starting now.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Grant Rowland here with the DMG Gaming Podcast. And as always, I'm joined by the man who won the Beard Wars, my boy, Ed Phillips. I bow to you.
With this beard, brother.
Look, I bow to you.
You had to shave your entire beard off. Plus, you cut yourself.
And plus, I cut myself. Your grace.
Bleeding out. You're
my
bleeding
Lord.
out, buddy. Just don't turn. Don't turn.
I don't want to turn out because I open it back up, and next thing I know, I look like Rocky Dennis.
You look younger, though.
I do look younger, dude. Believe it or not, I'll be 41 this year. So,
41.
It's a blessing. It's a blessing and a curse. Here's the thing is, it's good now because I'm 41 and I look like I'm in my 20s or something like that. But imagine being in your 20s, looking like you're 14. That was no fun. That was an awful time. And the thing about it then is I couldn't grow a beard then. I don't know what.
You couldn't even grow a beard now. What are you talking about?
Man, dude, I'm telling you.
Those tiny little hairs you had in your face. I'm glad you cut it off. You look young.
Look, just because you got a good beard don't mean you got to criticize my beard.
This is actually a groomed beard. I could grow this thing into look like 𝐬𝐶, buddy.
Like Jack Black.
Jack Black. No, I don't want to grow that bad. All right, Grant, let's get into it. All right, let's heavy hitting right now. We're about to do it. All right.
We throwing our nuts on the table again?
Yeah, but first we're going to go over some gaming news.
Okay.
And then we're going to get into the main subject. Okay.
Hey, can I say something real quick before we get started and all that? I know we got a timeline to keep, but I just want to say something because I know we won't talk about this any other time. So I got into an argument today on somebody on TikTok. Remember when I sent you that text message? These are the people that we're dealing with. So last week we made a comment saying Square Enix. Well, first of all, people think that we just said Square Enix was garbage. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you would have thought that we said that Square Enix was no good ever. And that's not what the context of our top 10 was. We're saying that Square Enix has been garbage lately. And not even really garbage. We were just saying like they're just not creative. Like they haven't had anything new to come out with. Hey, don't you talk about me like that. But anyway, so this guy says, don't worry about what everybody's saying. Final Fantasy VII is not really a remake. It's really a sequel. Like, no, it's not.
Young boys, young bloods, dog. They don't know what to talk about.
No, it doesn't. Not at all. Like, it's not a sequel. I could tell you exactly what's going to happen in the next game.
It is the rehash of the same game, except, of course, the next gen stuff. And they twisted that little story twist they did with the timeline change and the multiverse or whatever the hell it is. It is the same concept. It is not a sequel. It is a remake of an original game with the little twist.
He said it's a sequel. I was like, no, it's not. Like they want it to be a new game. So here's the thing: is I love Final Fantasy VII. I like the remakes. I like the original better.
Yeah.
They want it to be a new game so bad. So bad. I'm sorry. Do you want me to spoil what's going to happen in the next one? Because I can do that.
We can do it.
God. All right, let's go. That's enough of the
all right, let's go with some gaming news. All right, before we start some other gaming news, I gotta talk about this, dude.
Okay. This your boy right here. It's your partner.
All right, this guy, I gotta talk about him, man. All right, so he does a quote unquote, you know how people say go woke, go broke.
Mm-hmm.
Explain to me why Baldur's Gate 3 sold 15 million copies in one game in a year then.
This is
their Baldur's Gate 3 is not woke.
It's not woke.
It's not.
Not at all.
This concept, and he knows it. He knows it, but he's trying to find a big example that he can kind of turn his own words in right and make it seem like it was woke. Baldur's Gate 3, yes, there is LGBTQ plus whatever it is now.
But
it is
choice.
There's representation in the game. Fine. Don't care. But guess what? You have choices in the game.
Correct.
And you can create your own fantasy in that game. You want to be gay? Go right ahead. You want to be bi? Go right ahead. If you just want to be straight, go right ahead. It gives you those choices in the game. So no, sir, it's not woke. And calling other things like Assassin's Creed Shadows, yes, it is woke because of the reason why they made an African American samurai during this time period. Okay, it was injected in feudal Japan. I don't want to go too hard into this because this is going to be our main subject. Feudal Japan, you're adding you're out of everything you could have picked. The game is about feudal Japan. You have one Japanese character who's the assassin, the female, and then you have Yasuke, who's, excuse me, again, last podcast, he's not a legendary samurai. All right, he's not, and he was just a blimp on the radar when it came to Japanese history. Like he was just there for maybe 12 to 15 months worth of historical reference about him. But no, he wasn't legendary samurai. So he was injected because feelings during the time, and it's an injected character. And we can talk about some other things like Dragon Age of Veilguard, injected character like Tosh, Rune Fantasy. Those are woke. Baldur's Gate 3, I know you wanted that. You wanted to pull out that example. You wanted to.
That's always their go-to, though. That's always their go-to.
And they always don't understand why the game's not woke.
Yeah, it's not woke.
No, Grant, they know why it's not woke, but they're using it because it's a big example.
Like, here's the thing is, if there's a scene in a game, this is let me just give a plain example of woke. If there's a scene in the game where there's a dude blowing another dude, if I have to watch that scene, then there we go. But if I can skip that scene, then there's no problem. Don't care that it's in the game. I don't have to see it. I don't have to watch it. I have the choice to not see it.
Exactly. All right. There's another thing. Next piece is, all right. So Assassin's Creed Shadows was given to a select few of early access people, basically.
Shields.
Early reviews.
The shields. Not a select few.
Not all of them.
Well, not the select few. The select few who's going to draw their swords out for this game.
Yeah. And we'll get into that also later. But all right, but not all of them are glowing. Okay. Not all of them glowing. This game does have a lot of bugs that have been addressed up front. Now, can this stuff be patched before the actual release? Yes. You have 3 months to patch it. So hopefully they can patch everything that these players that have the early access review, they can actually patch it and get it ready for March and not delay it again. This would be the third time that they end up delaying it again. All right. Let's we already talked Ninja Gaiden.
Sean says
4.
I look like a Hard Life 12. Oh man, it hurts my feelings.
What do you say?
He said I look like a Hard Life 12. Like I'm 12. Hey, I can't help it. I got what they call the Ralph Macchio disease, I think.
Oh, that was a good one. Roast them already. That's right. Keep roasting them.
I knew it was going to look, dude. I couldn't look. Here's the thing is when I shaved my beard, I couldn't look at myself in the mirror for 2 days because I was like, it was weird.
Yep. Now, here's another example of a bug. All right, let's talk about this weird SOB.
Oh, God.
All right, so Destiny is supposedly, been a police report. If you guys know Destiny, he's that weird dude that,
is
thinks
weird
he's
the right word.
He thinks he's the left's Ben Shapiro when he can't even debate. All right. But
no, he thinks he's the left's Jesus. That's what he thinks he is.
But anyway, so I guess there's an alleged victim. I don't know how you pronounce that. Cherry or whatever.
Cherry. Let's go with Cherry.
Yeah, let's go with Cherry. But there's a report out for sexual allegations against him by the alleged victim. So, I mean,
here's the thing, though. Have you seen what she looks like?
No.
Oh, she's fine. But it goes to show you that money and clout can get you bad women, even if you're built like a praying mantis like Destiny.
Yeah. All right. This is not the only thing about Dragon Age. So so if anyone's been following a podcast for a while, everyone listen to audio, whatever later. We have been 100% right on everything so far. All of our predictions. In Dragon Age: The Veilguard, we did a fair review of it and everything like that. But we also called out on why it wasn't going to meet its sell market and why it was going to fail. And those reasons we gave, and those reasons came true. And it did not meet its sales market. I think it did not even hit 50% of its sales. But anyway, so the company ended up removing Corn Bush, who was their director, the Gendermancer, the person that made up a term called the Gendermancer. I don't know what that is still. But that person
get their pronouns right, Ed. It's
well, anyway, that person left, and now they're going to have a new director. But BioWare they're floundering right now. They had the name Dragon Age and they ruined it, and they couldn't meet sales with the name Dragon Age next to it. All you did is have to produce at least a semi-good product, and that the game would have sold. But what you did instead was generate a fantasy world, and you know what? Let's add our new age bullshit to it, and add some trans character that doesn't belong, that had cringe dialogue that was completely worthless. It completely ruined the fantasy of the entire game. So that's what they did. And that's why they didn't meet their sales market, because people just don't want to play games that when people play games, they want to escape. They don't want all this crap in their games. All right. They just want fantasy. But
TikTok's
you decided to take our new world isms, our ideologies and stuff like that, and inject it into a fantasy world where it does not belong. And it did not fit naturally. If you want to write a story and add it naturally and make it make sense, fine. But do a good character, do that stuff, and add it naturally. Tosh was injected, and it was injected by their Gendermancer that just left their company.
That's true.
All right. I think that is it for gaming news, Grant.
Everybody's still laughing at my shitty face. It's all right.
No, that's all right. All right, Grant, let me stop sharing and go back. All right, Grant. Main subject. Let me pull up this graphic real quick and reshare our podcast. Bam, bam, bam. Actually, let me put this as a pinned tweet. There we go. Pin to the profile. Bam. All right. Grant, main subject of the day. Assassin's Creed Shadows.
Put the S on there. Get it. You get it right.
We're going to go over the new gameplay that was just released and give an overview. And then pretty much the main question of this segment is, will it save Ubisoft? Assassin's Creed Shadows. Will it save Ubisoft? So let me pull this up.
I don't even think the CEO knows this game's coming out.
Oh, 𝐿𝐿.
Whatever. I don't even think he knows what's going on anymore.
All right, so Assassin's Creed Shadows comes out March 20th. The day of they're releasing it the day of when Japan had their worst domestic terrorist attack, the sarin gas attack or the sarin subway attack. They decided to release it on that day also. A game based in feudal Japan.
According to this poster, you play as Fat Rufio and whoever this chick is.
The poster throws me off, dude. Why do you have this fat kid like the main center? If this kid isn't like one of the main characters that you mess with throughout the entire game, I'm gonna be really upset.
So apparently, you play as the three main characters: Fat Rufio, this chick here, and the old lady on the other side.
And Yasuke's like in the background.
They put him way in the back.
Yeah, they made sure the guy on the top with the top knot, he was showing up front, and the little fat kid.
That must be Nobunaga.
It must be. All right. Okay, Grant. I want to show the gameplay footage that they just released. To make this friendly for a audio podcast, we are going to break it down. All right. What was that?
I'm not going to cuss.
Yeah, we're going to try not to cuss. All right. Well, it doesn't matter now. We're 28 minutes in now. We're good.
All right,
no, well, actually, we're beginning a segment, though, because when we break this up into a video,
that's true.
We got to make sure,
I know. I got to be on my P's and crew. I know. It's all Ed's fault. Ed's the reason why we get demonetized. So
it was my fault. I straight up, that was like 2 minutes in our podcast, I dropped that bomb.
I know.
Because we were talking about Ubisoft, dude. It's hard to have Ubisoft and cuss words. They go hand in hand.
What's funny, you hit play and you're like, fuck.
Yeah. I can't stand Ubisoft, man. What they become, I can't stand it. All right. Fall from grace. All right, Grant. So we're going to play the YouTube, and we're just going to give our comments as we see the gameplay and try to do it like every 30 minutes, 30 seconds or so. All right. So let me pull up the video, and let me share it. Share screen. Let's go there. And let's go to downloads.
We'll probably get like a cease and desist from Ubisoft.
What's that?
We'll probably get a cease and desist from Ubisoft.
Yeah, you see that?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's start it.
Tell me about your nightmare.
Hold on. All right. For listeners, you know why they delayed it the second time?
Enlighten us.
The rumor is the delay for the second time was because they were having issues with their roof in the game. Like there was just some issue. It was bugging out or something like that. The roofs. Okay. Like the top of the houses. They were having issues with that. So they had to delay
I'd like
it.
to have seen those bugs.
1, 2, 3, 4. No, 2 months. 2 more months. Well, 3 months technically. But
2 months. I'm not a coder, so I don't know how difficult it is, but I don't know. You have more problems if it takes 2 months to fix shingles on a roof.
Anyway, all right, let's continue.
There is evil at work in our homeland. Greedy lords who bring war.
He comes. Oda Nobunaga.
There he is.
Iga is under attack. This blade, it cannot be taken.
What?
Now's the time.
All right, first off, I want to do something real quick. I want to do a search real quick.
All right.
I'm going to look up something because I want to see if it's true.
Okay. What are you looking up?
I'll let you know in a minute.
Okay. Oh, look at him over there, secret investigator over there.
Oh, well, I want to make sure that we're giving it a fair rap here, Grant. We talk a lot of crap about Ubisoft in this game that they've delayed twice. I just want to give it a fair rap. Okay, so female fighters. All right, they were called the Onna Bugeisha, were female fighters who existed during a feudal period in Japan. Female martial warrior. These women were trained in the art of combat and actively participated in battles alongside their male samurais. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so that's good. We saw that. Historically accurate right now.
These people don't care about us.
Blood for blood.
This land will soon be unified by my vision. Is that tyranny?
Bro, why did they gotta have Yasuke be looking like that, dude? It's like these people, man. They don't want to be racist, so they add the African American protagonist in the story, but the character designs, they are even more racist than they meant to be. Why was he looking like that, dude?
I have no idea, man.
He had that like, oh shit,
I know,
fucking look on his face. Like you're trying not to be racist. You were trying to add this protagonist in this time period when you could have chose so many other people in Japanese history.
Yeah.
But then you make him look like that. All right, let's keep going.
I ride with you my whole life.
Did he have an?
Come on, dude.
Are we serious?
Come on, dude.
Did he didn't? There's no way he sounds like that.
Did they really?
Tyranny? I ride with you.
Nope.
Come on, man. Come on, guys. Ubisoft, you guys know y'all messed up with that.
Oh my God, they got him sounding like an Asian man.
My whole life, I have been caught on your wind, blown across the world. I see potential.
All right, there we go.
In this
a little bit of what? Yeah.
The brave soldier is not one of us. Send him back to wherever he belongs.
Okay, so everyone's watching this, like his training and stuff. Yeah, this would have lasted probably almost
years.
A decade until he would have became a samurai.
Yeah, there's no way. Yeah, there's no way that okay, for people who don't know anything about martial arts, let me say it again. To fight, well, first of all, Bushido is, of course, the art of samurai. But the thing about it is these guys have been training their whole entire lives. Like, you see this old man here? Like, there's no way a newbie's coming in and dropping him to his knees. Like, this guy's been training probably since he's been 12. He's probably 60, right? So he's got 50 years of training Bushido, and you got this guy coming in, knocking you down, thinking that that's not how it works. Not at all. Like, you want me to believe that this guy is just training? Like, this is not Bloodsport. This is not the Kumite, where Frank Dukes got really good at karate.
Yeah.
And you know, or the karate. That's not a bad. That's a bad example. This is not the Karate Kid, where Daniel LaRusso became a black belt in 3 months. That's basically what this is.
Yeah, and there you see Nobunaga's symbol in the background.
Yeah,
and that's another thing that they never got permission to use his symbol, and that was a big controversy. Also.
Like, a lot of that stuff is like very sacred.
Yeah. All right, let's continue.
He may become a legend, or he may die. Duel me? No. Duels belong in the old world. This is the way forward.
You slaughtered innocents!
The blade, it is sharp. You are a part of something bigger than this war. Our fates are connected.
We have all seen darkness. Some have been that darkness. Because you believe in my cause?
Let me get to her.
I like her character more. I
think
that.
she looks good.
Yeah.
I think they did a good job on her.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's a good character design, honestly.
Yeah, I like her character more.
I think she just fits more in everything. Like, she a ninja assassin. If I'm playing Assassin's Creed game, that's exactly what I'm going for. That's exactly the kind of character I'm going for.
Like you could, instead of using Yasuke, you could have used Musashi.
You could have used someone.
Yeah.
Like, you could have or you can just go with just a random samurai, like a Ronin or something like that. A Ronin samurai or a Ronin would have been so much cooler.
Yeah.
Like an outlaw becoming part of the, taking the creed and everything like that. I think that would have been a lot better.
Because you believe in my cause, we have come together, despite it all. To bring change, to bring light.
Welcome to the Animus Hub. Appearing for the first time in Assassin's Creed Shadows, the Animus Hub is your gateway into history and a seamless way to dive into the latest Assassin's Creed games. Let's step into the Animus and take a look around. The Animus Hub gives you access to 4 distinct features: memories, projects, the exchange, and...
Before, I don't want to go too much into this. I kind of want to skip forward. But so the Animus, they added this thing where you could relive the memories of old Assassin's Creed games, which I thought was a cool addition.
That's cool,
to yeah. Like Origins and all the prior Assassins, like the major Assassins from the games. I think that's a good addition.
So they actually had to put good stuff in there to make it.
But it's going to come with your, of course, Ubisoft's going to be the heavy microtransaction like they did for the last few Assassin's Creeds of, uniform or, how you look and stuff like that. They go hard on that stuff. All right, let's try to skip to, so this is just explaining the vault. So let's skip that and get to the gameplay. Here we go.
Got it.
All right, before we even start, okay, if anyone's never played Assassin's Creed game, this has the look of all your past Assassin's Creed games.
Right? I mean, here's the thing: is being a beautiful game has never been the issue. Like, we know it's going to look good.
Always look good.
Yeah.
But so if anyone understands, it's a lot of parkour, jumping across rooftops and trying to get the drop on people. And usually you have special attacks you can do from different vantage points. And I'm assuming they're going to go into that here shortly. But it's a lot of jumping around and attacking people from, basically assassinating from different vantage points. Of course, there is the front combat, when you just go down and start going at people. But let's keep watching. All right, so here's another thing. All right, if you guys go play Valhalla or some others when it comes to that stuff. This looks like it. Okay.
I had a,
Don't
there was-
give me wow. I stop that crap. Let's be honest. This looks like you pass Assassin's Creed games.
Well,
Okay.
I saw
Don't
a
tell
guy-
me this is revolutionary or something like that, because it's not. It's been in the past Assassin's Creed.
There was a guy that posted this scene. He was like, "Oh my god, I told you this was going to be great." Somebody said, "Bruh, he's really riding a horse for like 5 seconds."
Yeah. Oh my gosh! And then some guy said, "Yeah, this looks 100 times better than the Ghost of Tsushima."
No, it does not. I'm going to tell you, no, it does not. That's false.
Yeah.
Who's playing this game? Who's playing this game is terrible.
I mean, it looks like Ghost of Tsushima.
You know, the graphics look like Ghost of Tsushima, but the fighting looks inferior.
All right, we're going to have to skip ahead because this isn't all Assassin's Creed. All right, the sneaking around, getting shit. Okay, we get it. All right. What we want to see is something that you do not see in other Assassin's Creed games.
You're not
right?
going to see. You're not going to see.
Are
that.
you amping your AC genre up? The Assassin's Creed genre. Are you making it better than the last? Are you giving us something that's going to be, remembered, or be like, holy crap, that was awesome? You know what I mean? Like, is it going to be different? Are you just giving us the same thing, and then you're getting all your gatekeepers to jump in and protect the game?
Well, that's going to happen.
You're giving me, listen, they're giving me this damn Dragon Age of the Veilguard feel, dog. With everyone that's coming out and saying something about it, is giving me that Dragon Age of the Veilguard feel. IGN giving it, Dragon Age of 9. All these people that got the, the early review access to the game, amping it up. You know what I mean? Like, it's the same damn thing that's happening to this game all over social media. It's the same thing.
Did you see?
I have yet to see any gameplay anyone's posted that I'm just like, wow, that's a lot different than this game or the last Assassin's Creed. I'm just not seeing it.
Did you see the reviews for this new gameplay? Like, did you see, like, they wrote reviews for this? It was all like, oh my god, I'm completely blown away. This is going. I mean, of course, it's like PC Gamer, all of them.
Dude, I just want people to be honest.
They're not going to be, because they're not getting paid for that.
Honest. When you see this gameplay, you have to be honest. Like, this is nothing new, but we're going to keep watching it and see. Okay, the eagle, when you get a vantage point, it does that thing. This is basically when you get a you see the character on top of the roof there, the very pin, like it's you'll see it. But basically, every time you get a vantage point in an Assassin's Creed game, it blows up and it shows you the surroundings and how beautiful the game looks. All right, it does that in all the Assassin's Creed.
I mean, it's a beautiful game. I mean,
Of course,
that's
it
not an
is.
issue. Yeah.
Valhalla was a beautiful game.
Yeah.
Assassin's Creed Shadows is the highly anticipated 14th installment in Ubisoft's globally acclaimed Assassin's Creed franchise. This ambitious project, developed by Ubisoft Quebec, ventures widely regarded significantly.
Did they have any other games?
History of stealth and PC.
All right, we don't need any more.
If that was what they showed for gameplay, dude. Like,
well, sure. You got the video where it already glitched out, where it had like a bunch of bugs and shit.
Yeah, I got that on X. All right. So, first, let's talk. Okay. You got the weather dynamics, right? Okay, that was in prior Assassin's Creeds. Okay. Yeah, Valhalla had it. They had weather dynamics. You had the parkour. Okay. You have the combat that we saw with Yasuke, blocking, dodging, and doing finishers. Okay. You can get that from the last Assassin's Creed.
That's from every Assassin's Creed, not the last one. Like every one of them.
You can do that. So everyone, I'm going back to this. All this dishonesty, dude, that's coming up and saying that this is wow, when you literally just could do this in the last few games, dude. Like, stop it. Stop feeding us bullshit, because you try to feed us bullshit with Dragon Age the Veilguard. All right, and that blew up in your face. So stop feeding us a bunch of bullshit. This game, it looks like Assassin's Creed because it focuses on the environment, right? The beauty of the landscape and everything like that. You had that. You have it in Valhalla. You had it in Origins. You had it in, many of them when it came to that at the time when it came out compared to other graphics and stuff like that. The environment has always been a big part of Assassin's Creed.
That's the thing, though. There's more money in the lie than there is in the truth.
Yes.
That's what they get paid. They get paid to shield for this. Here, we've seen it. How many people can no longer get early access because were too, quote unquote, too honest? Remember that?
Yeah.
Because they didn't like what they was said about it, so they no longer get access to the game because they didn't basically bow down and lick their ball sack.
Got it.
No, we just saw those. They're just tagging. You're tagging. Yeah, we already saw those. Basically, just tagging. And then the horse riding, and that, and the stealth. Okay.
Like, here's the thing: is everybody? I guarantee you, if you go and watch, if you can find it, I don't know if they've all put out statements, but if you can find statements from people who've actually played the early gameplay and stuff like that, they're all going to say, and I've seen it all over Twitter. It's all going to say the same thing. Oh my God, I'm so blown away. This is the greatest game. This is game of the year, ? Ubisoft is back. You know what I'm saying? These are, when you say stuff like that, like you're setting this up to be a masterpiece. And it's not. I'm going to tell you it's not. It's not a masterpiece. I can name 5 more games that are going to be better than this.
Dude. All right, we're going to watch this real quick. Mm-hmm. This is going to be some more gameplay.
Okay.
So let me go back to our downloads. Okay. All right. You see that? Yep, stealth, we get it. Climbing, we get it. Assassination. You can do that. Yep, marking them, making sure you can see them.
You can do that in all the Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, sometimes it'd be mixed with like your bird in the sky doing it for you and stuff like that. But I'm assuming this is one of her special things. But it's pretty much the same concept of having your bird flying around and marking stuff.
Should go through a smoke bomb?
Guess not. I just want to assassinate him, yeah.
Well, that's not very good.
That guy turns around and doesn't even see nothing.
Well, here's the thing: is that's not very good because I would see that person during the day.
Yeah.
If it was at night, but like that's during the day.
Yeah. All right, this is a bunch of the same shit you see in all the Assassin's Creed. Let's see if we can find something different. Assassination, marking, smoke bomb.
Okay. That's more believable.
One-on-one combat. Yep. Finisher.
Yeah, the fighting dynamics aren't that good. It's not near as good as Ghost of Tsushima at all.
Here's a special skill, carry. All right, let's see if we can get some 𝐬𝐿𝐵𝐿𝐵𝐿.
To be the gambling den.
Here we go. This is 𝐬𝐿𝐵𝐿𝐵's gameplay. He's probably gonna be more of a heavy hitter, samurai, up in your face kind of guy.
Well, I can't wait for these videos on TikTok. He just powered up.
Looks like a slow down time or something. Or not. Not sure the point of that was.
Yeah, the fighting's like the fighting is not good.
Alright, let's go try that. Whoever's playing this is terrible.
Yeah, it's garbage. It's probably the CEO.
All right, that's enough, dude. All right, so I mean, we're going back to our main point here. The quit posting videos of Assassin's Creed and telling me, wow. Quit telling me, man, this game looks better than Ghost of Tsushima. Man, this game is going to be phenomenal. Just stop it and be honest about it. Yeah, it looks like another Assassin's Creed. It looks like the last one. The combat is there. We're going on rooftops, marking the enemies, except instead of a bird from the last one, you have your ninja player that can do it. The combat is like any other Assassin's Creed, pairing and stuff like that. So tell me something that is going to make this game shine better than last Assassin's Creed, and tell me why this game is going to be so good from all you YouTubers and everything. I've been blasting this game up, putting it on a pedestal. You're lying to everyone, and you're just fibbing.
Yeah. But here's the thing. Here's the thing is y'all know between this game and Avowed that this is the last beacon of hope. This is where the battlegrounds have been drawn, because you have failed. You have thrown out 3 games and you have failed 3 times.
Yeah, and so the reason some people said that, they didn't go with the Ronin style because you got that in Ghost of Tsushima. You didn't go with the Ronin character because you got that in Ghost of Tsushima. That's kind of what we want.
Yeah.
We want a samurai, an outlaw samurai, something cool backstory.
Hey, Ed,
that's kind of what we want.
What if I made a Ninja Gaiden and you play as a taxi driver?
So anyway, again, we're seeing the same stuff pop up right now on social media. The same things we see every time they try, these gatekeepers and these big publishers try to gatekeep for a major game studio, AAA game studio, and they lie to you. They pretty much just lie. They insult your intelligence, and this is what happens to a lot of these streamers that get early access so they can get on the, get the kudos and stuff like that. And try to
the engagement,
promote,
all that stuff.
Promote the video. Wow, they're lying to you.
Yeah.
They're not being honest with you, and they're insulting your intelligence.
Well, there's no
and
money
you can
in
be
being
mad at
honest.
us for talking bad about a game. Oh, well, you haven't played the game yet. I have my eyes, and trust me, I am actually going to play the game. Just like every game we make fun of, we play it, we stream it, and we give a review. And we're going to do the same thing for Assassin's Creed Shadows, except for Dustborn. That was complete
Dustborn.
trash.
I mean, you could tell that was garbage.
That was a trash game.
But
AC Shadows, we're going to play it. We're going to review it, okay? And we'll give you an honest opinion about it. And no, it's not going to be one side saying it's woke, one side is saying it's not woke and hyping him up. It's going to be none of those opinions.
Yeah.
I'm not going to hate play a game. I'm going to give you honest reaction.
Well,
hell, it could be a 10 out of 10. I don't know.
It could be.
Until I play it and I give you the review.
I'm going to make a samurai game, but he's going to be an Italian mobster.
There you go.
Hey,
Vinny.
Hey,
Vinny.
Hey, come over here. Let me cut you with this sword.
Everyone has to play Sim Pizza.
You fucking Mulian.
You got to play Sim Pizza. It is hilarious. It's an old 8-bit looking game.
It's going to be a mix between Assassin's Creed Shadows and what's the Mafia show? What's the Mafia show on HBO?
Oh, Sopranos.
That's it. It's gonna be.
There you go. Hey,
you fucking Mulian. Hey, come here. Let me hit you with this sword.
Having an Italian samurai, that'd be the worst assassin ever. He'd announce himself every time, like, hey,
come here.
All right. But anyway, yeah, so we told you up front, I'm sorry, but it doesn't look any different. Okay, so if you see these people hyping them up, go check their profile out. Go check what they're trying to do. You know, they're getting these early access reviews, and you know, Ubisoft selects these people that they want to give the review to.
I know.
The early access.
So let me give you some 3 things to look for in their profile. If you see any flags of Ukraine or Palestine, all those, or if you see pronouns like they, them, he, her,
𝐬𝐿,
that's even worse.
Yeah.
Or if you see a blue sky link.
Oh, you got to watch out for those.
Those are
those you need to just call the cops on.
Those are the new. That's the new.
That's the pedophile freaking community right there.
That's the new. That's the new virtue signal. So there. So if you see any of those things, or if you see all 3 of those things, if you see the trifecta, then you just go ahead and just disregard what they're saying because they were probably paid to say it.
Yeah. All right, Grant. Before we get in the top 10, so let's get into our Disgruntled Gamer Rant.
Uh-oh.
All right, our Disgruntled Gamer Rant, if you couldn't guess, is Assassin's Creed Shadows.
Yep.
All right, Disgruntled Gamer Rant, we usually pick, again, games, really bad games, really bad consoles or something. You know, like just something bad in gaming. Well, Assassin's Creed Shadows promotion, I would say more, is our Gamer Rant. All right. The promotion of this game when it comes to who got the early access reviews and all this other stuff and the false promising of how good this game really is, the promotion is our rant for this week.
Mm-hmm.
And let me tell you, dude, these guys have hyped this game up to be the greatest thing ever. And it's beyond ridiculous. And none of them have been honest, except for a few that we sent on X that ran into bugs. And they said, you know, the combat was okay, but the story just dragged and became boring. We saw that review from someone that got access to it.
Oh, that guy, they put him in the back of a trunk. You'll never hear from him again.
Dude, that dude, like, he's probably never going to get a game early access ever again. But as you're aware, these big companies like Ubisoft, they like giving certain people their review codes or, you know, access to the game so they can give an early review before the game comes out. And they're very selective in who they give it to. But sometimes they mess up and they get someone that's actually honest and they give their spill on the game.
Which, if they keep doing that, then they're going to weed out all the honesty and it would just be 100%.
Yep, and then you don't even know. This is why when you see a game and you see these early outstanding reviews at the beginning, majority of them are outstanding.
Check who's saying it.
And the game hasn't released yet, and there's no user reviews. Listen, I understand games can get review bombed, okay? But a lot of times it's honesty to our truth. Because you can read a review and you can get an honest opinion about it.
And you can also see how much they've played it, too. Like, especially on Steam.
Like, Steam is where it really reflects.
Like, if it's like 0.1% and it says, oh, this game's fucking garbage, then that's not honest.
So, like, Steam, you have to have a certain amount of hours before you can actually give a review on a game. Which is, that's the best way to do it.
Yeah.
But, like, so just be wary of this. You're going to see a lot of hype in the game. Listen, I'm not saying this game's going to be bad, okay? I'm just being very cautionary on how they amped up Dragon Age: The Veilguard and how they do this for a lot of these other major games. They always amp it up at the beginning to get the promotion going and get people to buy it. And it ends up just being a mid-Assassin's Creed game. You know what I mean?
Yep.
That's what I'm kind of worried about. It just being a run-of-the-mill mid-Assassin's Creed game.
All right. So here we go. Let's start from the top. Ed, back in the summer, we saw a game called Concord. And what did we say about it? We said it was going to fail.
We said it was going to fail.
We saw Dustborn, and we said it was going to fail. Correct?
That was an easy one, but yes.
Yeah. And then we saw Dragon Age: The Veilguard. We saw the hype, same hype, everything about it, and it was going to fail. We said the same thing. Okay.
We said it, yeah. For the Dragon Age: The Veilguard, we said it wasn't going to meet its sales. Like, it's not even near its sales.
This game here is going to fail. Now, it's not going to fail like those games, but it's going to fail for an Assassin's Creed game. Like, it's going to, like, on the scale of an Assassin's Creed game, it's going to fail. One, because of all the shitstorm that they have behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Two, because of all the bugs that I guarantee they're not going to get fixed by the time this game comes out. I mean, you got, what is this? You got 2 months. You got 2 months.
Yep, 2 months.
And this game drops. And this is going to be the biggest drop ever. This is Ubisoft's last chance.
It is their last
chance. And to answer
chance.
the question, is this game going to save Ubisoft? The answer is no. This is it. This is the dagger in the chest. It's over for Ubisoft. And here's the thing. They have a chance. They still have a chance to sell this company while there's still some equity in their business. Because once this game bombs on a scale, because I guarantee you they have let's just say they have a $400 million projection that they have to reach. Well, it's not going to reach that. I'll go ahead and tell you that. It's not going to reach that.
Yeah, I mean, it's not going to be that much, but it's going to be when it comes to like game copies you're talking about. They're probably looking at for Assassin's Creed, like a good Assassin's Creed game. I mean, they're probably aiming for at least, of course, it's going to be a little over $1 million.
Well, yeah, no, what I'm saying, but what I'm saying is they've probably put that much into this game.
Oh, they have.
Yes, I'm saying.
You know how much money it costs just to delay it?
Correct.
So many times.
When I say 400 million, that has to recoup everything from the development to everything,
have some
the
type
promotion.
Of net
correct. To have some kind of net profit. Exactly. And they're not going to make that. If they make it, a 10%,
I don't think they are, dude.
Dude, with the way that this stock is dropping, here's the thing is. One thing I know is I can read stock charts and I can read numbers. I'm really good with numbers. I've always been really good at that. The thing about this is, if this does not hit this number and this stock falls, this company will not be worth. It'd be 1/10 of what it's worth a year from now if they don't sell now. Because it's not going to make it.
They'll get a
It's
bump.
not going to make it.
They'll get a bump a little bit before the release date and on the release date. They'll get a little bump. But this is what I'm going to call right now. People are going to buy this game on Steam, that is.
Mm-hmm.
People are going to buy this game on Steam, play it for a few hours, and you're going to see a very high return of refunds.
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and call that because the same thing happened when we called it for Dragon Age: The Veilguard.
And this is what you're going to see.
People bought it, it went up high in the sales, and it was top of the Steam sales chart. But what people understand is the completion rate of the game was like below 5%.
And everybody was popping their champagne. Remember that? Everybody was popping their champagne.
Guys, we made a good game. Remember those tweets from the developers? There's like, guys, we made a good game.
And then it said,
no,
go woke, go broke. And they started laughing.
And those Steam refunds just started to pop one after another, dude.
And the biggest reviews are going to say this. This is the same game I've played the last 13 fucking times.
Yeah.
It's exactly what it's going to say.
Yeah.
No, I mean, you're going to have people you're going to have stupid people who say, ooh, they'll have stupid shit to say. I don't count that. I look at the average medium of the reviews. You know what I mean? The comment wise. Yep. And it's all going to be same game, same type of fighting, not good as Ghost of Tsushima, what they claim it's going to be, which everybody says, oh my God, no.
Our Twitter's popping off right now.
That's fine. What are they saying? Are they talking about my skinny face? I mean, my shaved face?
No, all those replies we had going after this game.
Oh, I don't give a shit. Fuck them.
Love those. Oh boy, they just think this game's going to be so different. They're just lying to themselves. But what they're doing is following along some of those major streamers that have pretty much lied to everyone.
They have to
about this game. They're just trying to go with those streamers.
They have to, man. Because they feel, because here's the thing is, you have people who feel like we're in a political war. That's what you feel like. It's the left.
Is.
No, I mean I know that.
It's like but this is what everyone's viewpoints are based off of when they come to decisions.
No, what I'm saying is you have people who are it's the battlegrounds between the far left, or not even the far left, just the left and the right. You see what I'm saying? So if they lose this, then they lose. They feel like, oh, the right's won again. That's how they view it. Instead of just viewing the games as a fucking game. The game's shitty. The game's shitty. Take the politics out of the game. The game's fucking shitty.
Honesty, and when it comes to a game review, complete honesty goes a long way. It makes me want to trust you more, trust your opinions about games more, and not be a shill, which is a lot of these people are turning to be.
And here's the thing:
they want people say advertisements, they want all this stuff. It's all about money-driven crap, and they don't want to tell you the truth.
Yeah, exactly. Because here's the thing: but that's because they get a check and they get a script of what to say. And before people say, "Oh, well, you haven't even played the game, so how can you call it shitty?" If I want to play Assassin's Creed Shadows, I'll just go play Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Same game, same thing.
Well,
I'll just imagine.
You're talking about a really good Assassin's Creed.
That's what I'm saying. But I'll just imagine that my protagonist is a samurai or a ninja. Whatever.
There you go.
No big deal.
I'm
Same
sure you
thing.
can buy something off the Ubisoft shop that has a samurai gear.
I'm just saying. I mean, that's the thing.
All right.
So it's so I feel like it's going to, when I say shitty game, I mean it's no different than any other fucking game.
Yeah.
Shitty game means it's not on this. It's not. They didn't do anything to elevate an Assassin's Creed game at all. This should have been right here. They should have known that with everything that they're going through, with all their financial turmoil, with everything going, they should have powered up and they should have got everything they could to fucking make this the greatest game ever. What can we do different? What can we do that hasn't been done? What can we do to make fucking money? Instead, what did they do? Let's just take the last game and just throw some ninjas and samurais in it. That's it.
And completely mess up everything at the very beginning there. Yeah, Grant. You're saying some common sense stuff right there. So, gameplay. This is another Assassin's Creed.
I'm not blown away.
There's nothing that I swear if I see another guy on social media post me any of those clips and be like, oh my God, wow, guys, look at this. And it's just the same shit.
Yeah.
From from any Assassin's Creed.
Dude,
stop it.
It's exactly. And they're like, oh, well, what about the ninja stealth assassin? If I wanted to play a good stealth assassin game, I'd get my PlayStation 1 out and fucking play Tenchu. Like, real talk.
I remember that game.
Dude, that was a great assassin game.
All right, Grant. Anything else on the game rant here?
No, fuck this game. Fuck Ubisoft and get ready to learn Chinese,
and
buddy.
Dishonest social media turds. You're dishonest. F you.
Get ready to learn Chinese.
Yeah, don't be. Hey, Grant, remember, we got to tone down the cussing, buddy.
I'm sorry. Hey, well, you know when I get rolling, when I get going.
All right. Anyway.
Hey. Play samurai. Play Italian samurai Assassin's Creed over here.
I would play that, honestly. If they did that, I would 100% play that.
Instead of like whenever you get like food, it's like, hey, I found some gabagool.
There you go. All right, Grant. That's our Disgruntled Gamer Rant. Every segment in this podcast gets broken up to videos and sent out to our. We put it on YouTube and Rumble. But also, you ready for that top 10?
I'm ready for the top 10.
Let's get that top 10 in. And then we'll go into the Game Gambit and end the show. All right, Grant.
How you doing?
Hey. All right. Let's do our top 10. All right. Our top 10 this week was given to us by Fletcher, one of our followers.
Mm-hmm.
All right. The top 10 for this week is the top 10 our top 10 hard to beat or challenging games that we think that we played before, and what we think are some of the most challenging games we ever played.
Yeah,
our personal list. All right. So we played these games.
I only have 2 that are from current consoles. Everything else is like from like older shit, like hard.
You know what? Mine is this. Well, I got a few that are current, but I have some really old ones too. But anyway, is it my turn or your turn?
I think it's my turn.
I think it's your turn?
Yep.
What's your number 10, Grant?
My number 10. It's also a terrible game, but it's also a hard game. And it's Silver Surfer for the NES.
Oh, good God.
So, this game is terrible because everything you touch kills you. Mm-hmm. Like, you don't really understand how like the levels are set up. Like one level could be like a side scroller, like a Gradius type game, you know?
Yeah.
Where the screen moves and you go with it. Or another level is like overhead view, but like you don't really know because everything literally kills you. Like if you touch the ceiling, you die. If you touch the floor, you die. If you don't move fast enough, you die. Stalactites, oh boy, don't run into those because guess what? You die. One hit, you're dead. Guess what? There's no continues. You die, you lose all your lives, you gotta start the fuck over.
That's a good one.
Not only is this game fucking hard, I fucking hate this game.
All right, Grant. Is that it?
That's it.
Well, my number 10, just whatever Grant just said right there, it is my number 10 also. This game was actually a lot more fun than Silver Surfer, but it was hard.
Oh, that's my number 9. We're gonna talk about it. That's it. Hey, how you doing, Battletoads? Battletoads, how you doing?
Battletoads, dude. I remember I thought the game was kind of fun, but boy, when you got in those later levels, dude, this game was really challenging.
Yeah,
really challenging when it came to just the monsters and everything, and their hit boxes and stuff like that. It was just ridiculous.
Do you remember the tunnel level where you're on the speeder thing? Well, this is also one of those fucking games that, like, when you're playing 2 players, like, you can hit each other. And it's one of those, and it's also one of those games that if you, let's just say I died.
The Turbo Tunnel.
Yeah. It's one of those, it's also one of those games, like, if I died and I lose all my lives or whatever, then we have to continue. Like, you get penalized for it. But I can also, it's also another one of those games that, like, so let's say you have 3 lives and I'm dead or whatever. I can hit select and steal one of your men and come back. Like, I can keep stealing, I can keep stealing your men.
This was your number 9, you said, right?
Yeah. But I mean, here's the thing is, it's a great game. It's just fucking hard. Like, this is
it was a good game for back in the day, back on NES. Yeah.
Yep. So that was my number 9.
I loved the show when I was a kid.
Yeah.
All right. Grant, you remember that crossover Double Dragon and Battletoads?
Double Dragon and Battletoads. Oh yeah, of course.
Golly, that's some old stuff. All right. Anyway, Grant, my number 9, which is also has 9 in it, is Mega Man 9.
Oh God, that is hard. You're right.
All right, Mega Man 9 was a return to form. Like, I would say after 3, all the other Mega Mans they weren't that difficult. Mm. But Mega Man 9 was a return to form to some of the original Mega Mans. And the later, when you finally get to some of the later on Robot Masters, they were just ridiculous. Mm-hmm. And this game was very hard. But I enjoyed it.
Well, also, this game was also on the PlayStation. You know what games like Mega... This is the problem with Mega...
What?
I can't remember the year.
But 2005 or 2008? I can't remember.
It's weird playing a Mega Man game. And I got the new... Like, I got like the collector's edition, you know, like on the PlayStation. I downloaded, you know, where it's got like the old ones, whatever. It's really weird playing a Mega Man game on the PlayStation controller. So I think that has a lot to do with it. Like, it's just something about the feel of the controller that, like, affects the game. I don't know if that could just be me, but I feel like the way, like, I feel like these games have to be played on a Nintendo controller or at most a Super Nintendo controller. Like, I don't know. It's just weird. Like, I was playing, so I downloaded the Mega Man Legacy. It was like $5 and it has all number 1 through 6 or whatever.
Yeah.
And I was playing it and it just felt so weird playing it on a PlayStation controller. Like, it didn't feel right. Like, I don't know. Like,
I don't know, man. Like, some of those later on, like, X's that came out, or even the zero, X and Zero games. I thought they felt great on.
Man, it's just I don't know, man. I feel like
PlayStation controllers and stuff.
I just feel like they got to be played on a smaller fucking. I don't know.
Well, this one was on the Nintendo, right? So
not
excuse me. I'm talking about 1 through 3 was on the
1 through 6 was on
6,
the PlayStation.
Yeah. But this one I thought felt fine. I mean, this was a good game. It's an okay Mega Man, but it was just so hard. Like, it was like I felt like I was playing a Nintendo game.
Well, they also started running out
those old Nintendo games. A lot of them were really hard.
They also started running out cool.
Well, we talk about this all the time. Man. The core people don't understand like why Nintendo games, the original ones, like were really hard because they were not adopted, but this was during when they started making arcade games hard. And for money, right? They try to make you die a lot, and they make you spend a lot of money on those arcade games back in the day. And that's where Nintendo kind of, when they brought some of those games from arcade to Nintendo, they retained the difficulty, and it was just a pain in the ass.
And look, they got a female enemy in here. Who is that? Jewel girl?
I can't remember the names, dude.
Testicle Man.
That was my number 9. What's your number 8?
Number 8. All right, this is kind of off the beaten path, but I remember playing this game. And Ed, do you remember Paperboy?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Paperboy was a hard game, but that's not what we're talking about.
I still like it, though.
We're going to dial it up all the way to 11. We're talking Super Paperboy. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So here's the thing is, Super Paperboy was a very hard game. So you get through the whole week, right? And you're, of course, because Paperboy only had 1 week. Super Paperboy has 2 weeks. And here I am. I think I beat the first, the week or whatever, and it was already hard. And first of all, I don't know why I'm delivering papers on Sunday because you don't, whatever. Also, when I got to week 2, oh boy, it was hurricanes and tornadoes and death was after me and women coming out to stab me and everything. The cars coming in. Dude, this game was ridiculous. This is the most ridiculous game. The second week was the hard. It's like we're going to take it and make it all the way up to expert on second week. It was bad. It was super hard.
Oh, dude, tell me about it. Now, I remember this game. I remember that cover.
Yep.
I have this game. And I can't remember the difficulty because it's been so long since I played it.
Oh, it's god awfully difficult.
But I loved the Paperboy on NES, and so I had to get this game. I remember.
Oh yeah.
I don't think I owned it, but I know I got it from Blockbuster.
It's a very underrated game. Who would have thought delivering papers would have been fun?
It's crazy, isn't it?
It's not like it is. That's not how it is in real life.
It's not. All right, Grant. My number 8. Here we go. Grant. This game, dude. Ghosts and Goblins. Very easy at the beginning. It's pretty easy at the beginning. I'd say halfway through, But boy, once you get halfway through, this game turns into a gigantic turd when it comes to difficulty. I hated this game, and I can't remember if I beat this game or not. Like I don't remember ever finishing it. But this game was just so hard towards the end. The enemies were faster, and your arm. I mean, you just lose all. And this is the game, when you went through and you lost your armor as you played.
Oh yeah. This is on
all
my
the way
list.
to being naked.
This is
you're
on
in
my
your
list
boxers
higher
after
up.
getting hit.
So we'll talk about this one again.
Oh, you got this on your list?
Yeah, it's a higher up.
Yeah,
though.
Ghosts and Goblins, dude. I hated the difficulty. Kind of a fun game though, but I just remember I could not stand this game.
Yeah.
Towards the end there. All right. Grant, number 7.
Here we go. Number 7. Fucking Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Not the arcade game.
You sure that's not your worst game? Top 10?
Original game. Oh no. There's harder games. But this game was frustrating as fuck. Everybody talks about the damn stage. Everybody talks about, that's the most famous stage where you can't touch
one on NES, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So I remember, so hold on. I remember getting this game for Christmas, and bless my parents' heart, they tried, right? So the game that I thought I was getting was the arcade game. But this is what I got. And my parents tried. I never understood why all the turtles. I mean, I guess didn't the turtles in the comics have all the same color headband? Was that basically what it was? Because I never understood why they all had the same color. I didn't. Besides the weapons, I don't know why they had it like that.
That was
anyway,
what they did.
So you play this game, and you have all 4 turtles or whatever, and everything kills you. You sit there and you the water kill you. Fall in the water, you die. There's nobody from the game except at the end.
It's a completely different game compared to arcade. Like it's not even, doesn't even look this. I mean you don't, everything about it.
You don't fight any you fight like Bebop and Rocksteady or whatever, but that's it. But there's no other things in the game. You got Fireman and all these other guys that you've never seen in the game. You don't even hear the Ninja Turtles
ever
music.
Did a top 10 like letdowns when it came from original to new. This would probably be in that top 10. Going from the arcade version to this. Playing this or thinking you're going to get something like the arcade version, that would be a good top 10 also.
Imagine, so the damn stages is probably one of the hardest stages in any game because you have to get the bombs, you have to detonate or defuse the bombs or whatever, and everything you touch kills you. Well, then you have to hear that stupid beeping over and over wherever you're losing life and all this other stuff. Then you get in the van, and the van has the same life bar as your turtles. So whoever you have selected, that's whose life bar uses on the van. So if you get hit there, you die there.
Yep.
Everything kills you in this game.
I hated that game. All right, Grant. Number 7. All right, we got to talk. It's funny that I had this on my top 10 because of what we showed at the very beginning on our pre-podcast segment was Ninja Gaiden Black. I like this game, but let me tell you something, Grant. If you had to learn, be a master at all the combos for this game to beat certain enemies, like you had to be good at the combo system in this game. And at the beginning of the podcast or the pre-podcast, we showed the remake of 2 and the new one that come out of 4, which is awesome. But this was your Souls game before a Souls game, honestly, if you think about it. If you want to call it that, but before what we called Souls-like, you know what I mean? Which I'll get to later.
Oh yeah, me too. Oh boy.
But yeah, this was just, you had to master all defensive and offensive combos. You had to master them in order to progress in this game. It was really hard. All right, Grant, go ahead.
My number 6. It's Castlevania 1.
Oh, you thought that game was hard?
That game was very hard. Because the problem with this game is everything that hits you takes a quarter of your life.
Classic. I love it.
It is a classic game. It's a great game. It's a fantastic game.
I love this game.
But this game was extremely hard because everything you get that hits you took a quarter of your life off. So you only had like 4 hits and then you die. And then if they hit you, you would. That's Simon's Quest. Oh no, it's not.
No, that's the OG, dude. Because I know that color.
And then everything that hits you bounced you back 4 feet, so you would fall in the water. Like Simon can't swim. Like I never understood that. Like, why does the water hurt you in these games? Like, why do they assume when you fall in the water you automatically drown? Like, I never understood that.
I mean, he's a big dude, man.
I know that, but does that not make? But I mean, like they should have said this is acid water or this is unholy water. Yeah. Like if I fall in the lake, I'm just going to swim back to shore.
All those sea creatures popping out of the water and stuff like that.
Exactly. Now that would make more sense. But if I just fall in the water, no, if I fall off the top of the castle, then I can understand dying, which I did all the time.
That's a very weird concept back in NES day, wasn't it? Like Mario did the same thing, except when you went in the underwater portion.
Exactly.
But if you fell in the water,
then you die.
In the platform version of it,
that doesn't make sense.
You died.
Like all the small stuff kill you. A cactus would kill you. Like no.
Yeah.
I mean, it would hurt, but it wouldn't kill you.
Golly, dude, such a great game.
It's a great game.
That's so great. That music,
this game.
I got that music in my head right now.
This game was so hard because, like, imagine being like 4 or 5 trying to play this game. Oh, this was difficult. Like, I didn't beat this game till I was like 19.
I was a prodigy, Grant.
Well,
sorry, I was a prodigy.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I beat all these games simple. They were simple to me.
Yeah.
All right, Grant, number 6. This is a game that's kind of recent. They got a sequel coming out here soon.
Mm-hmm.
Hollow Knight.
Oh,
dude, for such a cute, cartoony looking game, this game is rough. It is it's a type of Metroidvania game, I guess you can say, but it's very Soulsy, Souls-like Metroidvania game. And this got popular. This game and like Ender Lilies and what was the other one? Anyway, these Metroidvania Souls type games got real popular, but this kind of jump started everything.
Yeah.
I would think. I would say this one jump started everything. And they started to all come out with these it's a beautiful game, like for a Metroidvania game, like it's great artwork, it's hand drawn and everything like that. But this game is rough, and I am actually looking forward to playing the second Hollow Knight and dying a lot, but these games are awesome. But yeah, this is a very difficult game. All right, go ahead, Grant.
Number 5 is Contra. And I'm not talking about with the infinite life code. Imagine trying to beat this game with 3 lives. That's it. 1 hit kills, 3 lives. That's all you got, buddy.
Dude.
Before I knew about
this game was really hard, actually.
Before I knew about the 30-man code, like this game, I didn't make it past the first stage. I didn't think it was possible to.
There's Arnold Schwarzenegger and Sylvester Stallone.
That's right.
And a Xenomorph from Aliens in the background too. I mean, they mixed everything from the 80s back in this.
Everything from the 80s.
This cover is the 80s.
Yeah.
This explains
especially the
80s.
aliens. They were obsessed with like aliens movies and things.
Like late 70s, 80s. This is, if you want to know what it was about, this is a very good description of what the 80s was about.
Speaking of that, let me just say, I watched RoboCop again.
The old school one?
Yeah, because the new one's terrible. I'll never watch that. Do you know that RoboCop never reloads his gun? Never, never. He never
really caught that.
What? Next time you watch RoboCop,
I need to watch it again. Like a lot of these movies, I like watching. I should watch after I've been in the military for 20 years. You know, I can catch a lot of things, especially some.
Dude never
movies
reloads his gun.
That's
Never.
not right.
Never reloads his gun.
Really?
There's not a scene where
no magazines or anything.
None. He doesn't drop one, put one in, nothing. That thing's got infinite bullets.
Damn. Maybe he's got a cheat code. I don't know.
I'm telling you. Go back. I watched it. I was like, you know what? I was like, this motherfucker never reloads his gun.
I'm watching Arnold Schwarzenegger like Commando and stuff. I'm just like,
okay, so
like,
that was
that stuff now. I'm just like,
that was a different. Yeah, you talking about the scene where he blew up 2 buildings with 1 claymore?
Yeah.
he set down 1 claymore.
How he holds these machine guns in his arms and is so accurate.
There's no there's no recoil, nothing. But what's funny is he drops 1 claymore and blows up 2 buildings like an atomic bomb.
Oh yeah, claymore.
They shattered.
Dude, they didn't care back then.
What's funny?
They had no military experts on set during those movies.
And then he would throw 1 grenade and 7 guys would go flying. Like.
Oh, and they'd be like explosions.
Yeah,
like the grenade would be an explosion. Like
that's what I'm saying. Like
no, that's not what grenades do.
Exactly,
they make an explosion, but it's like more of a shock.
Yeah, exactly, but the grenades never blew off any like legs or anything. It was just they would just fly them across the screen.
Yeah, it's crazy. All right,
but they had some great one-liners. They had some like the best one-liners.
The best in the business, dude. Best in history.
He says
we still use some of those one-liners.
Where he snapped that guy's neck and says, "Please don't disturb my friend. He's dead tired."
All right, let's do. All right, so next one is this is a sequel to an original Super Nintendo game.
All right.
Let me pull it up. This game I was looking so forward to because I love the original, the one on Super Nintendo.
I was gonna put that on here, but I was like, nah, I got some
F-Zero GX, dude.
Yeah, that was rough.
The high speeds that you go at in this game, like there's some tracks that you go so fast that you cannot. I mean, everything is just like it's just one. It looks like one snapshot, but you can't see things coming the way the camera angle is.
Yeah,
but everything's so fast. And it's so hard to maneuver in this game. And then once you got towards the harder difficulties, it was just almost, I mean, I don't even remember if I beat this game or not, or got, progressed to a point, but this game was just horrible. I mean, it was fun to play, but it was just really hard. Really hard. But yeah, it's one of the hardest racing games I've ever played.
Oh, yeah.
Like, okay, whatever, Horizon and all those new racing games, Gran Turismo, they don't got nothing on this game, dude. They don't got nothing on this game. All right, go ahead.
Number 4 is Ghosts and Goblins. All right. So this was one of those early games that had like 6 stages.
Mm-hmm.
That's all they had. And okay, so you only had 3 hits.
Yep.
Or 2 hits. I can't remember. You would lose your outfit, and then that was it.
It was 3, dude.
Yeah. Okay.
I think it was 3.
Well, anyway, that's it. Well, the good thing about it is it had a lot of continue. So, I mean, it's kind of like Wizards and Warriors in a way.
Yeah.
I remember beating this game, and you have to fight the demon or the devil at the end is what he's called, or whatever. And when you beat it the first time, it says this castle was just an illusion. You must basically you have to beat the game again to get the real ending. You had to beat the game twice. It took me 7 hours to beat it one time, and they want me to beat it again. What kind of shit is that?
If y'all want to see something funny, go check out Grant's
The God Awful Gamer.
The God Awful Gamer plays Wizards and Warriors, right?
Boy, was that bad. I beat it.
Boy.
but it was
I wanna
funny.
see some funny things. The funny things the boys saying.
Oh
But yeah, go
man,
check that video out. It's under our videos, or it's actually under one of our playlists. I think I made a playlist for you. But anyway, it's pretty good.
I'm gonna do more. I just haven't had a chance to yet.
Sure haven't. All right, Grant. My number 4. Such a great game, and they really need to bring it back.
That's a good game.
Bloodborne. All right, so From Software, our friends, they I mean, it's another Dark Souls, Demon Souls. It's a Souls game, but it has like this, I would say, a little bit more fast-paced combat than the original Souls games. But it has a very like gothic, Lovecraftian kind of feel to it. But Bloodborne, fantastic game, but hard as fuck when it comes to like the monsters and everything. I mean, just even the first few monsters in the game is hard. It's really hard if you haven't played. Luckily, I played some Souls games before this, so I kind of knew what I was expecting. But you know, this is going to be one of the hardest out of the genre from Software that I've ever played. One of the hardest. I got some more in my list. Go ahead.
Yeah, the top 2 are my top 2, but my number 3 is the original, the NES versions of Ninja Gaiden.
Oh,
Let me tell you why this game's hard. Okay, first of all,
Ninja Gaiden's in the top.
Dude, let me tell you why this game's hard. So first of all, it has the Castlevania effect. You get hit, knocks you 45 feet back, you fall, all that stuff. Not only that, is if you get hit, let's just say you kill something, you get hit. Yep. If you just move off screen a little bit and come back, the monster's back.
Yeah.
So you have to be precise. This is one of those games where you have to be precise with your jumps and all this other stuff. I love watching people speedrun this game. I love it. It's great.
I like watching people speedrun pretty much anything.
Yeah.
It's pretty entertaining how they can do stuff.
Yeah,
how
it's
they know
incredible.
Bugs, glitches, and all that stuff it's insane.
Like they find stuff like you never even would have thought of. But like you get hit, you fall back, and then you come back, and the monster's back again. That took you 45 minutes to kill or whatever. Yeah. You have to jump over them. You hit them, they fall off the ledge. All this other stuff over and over and over and over and over. It's one of those games. This game's hard.
It is hard. All right, Grant. This is a game probably not many people have played, but I played this on my Nintendo Switch, I think. Yeah, okay. On my Switch. All right, Grant. Let me show you this game. You probably don't even know what this game is, but I want to just show you one picture. This is going to be just one snapshot of a part in the game and why this game was so freaking hard.
The hell is
that?
Okay,
those are enemy bullets. Like this, I love Galaga games and stuff like that. I love these space shooters. Just screen to screen, whatever space shooter. I love these games, but this is called 𝐬𝐿𝐫𝐫𝐿 or 𝐬𝐿𝐫𝐫𝐿. But this was like there's polarity shifts in the game. Now, what I mean by polarity shifts, it's turning you upside. It's taking you another direction, and then it could happen in the middle of this crap you see on the screen. This game was really hard, but it was so addicting. If you guys haven't played it, play it. Like it's hard, but it's really fun.
Is it a one-hit kill game?
No.
You gotta have,
okay. Yeah, you can take a few hits like this. You could probably take a few, but like you got to dodge it because you're going to get more of this throughout the entire game. Throughout this entire level, this is what you're going to get. And this guy looks like he didn't blow up the left and right guys, but so he's taking the full brunt.
He's about to get it.
But this one was it's actually one of my favorite games of this type of genre. It's really good. It's really cool. All right, Grant, go ahead. Number 2.
Number 2 is Dark Souls. Is that your number 2?
No.
Okay. The Ornstein fight's probably the most famous fight we know. But let me just tell you about when this is the first Souls game. This is the first, obviously, it's the first game I've ever played like this, ever.
This is the first ever.
Yeah. So I remember booting this up thinking, oh boy, this is going to be great. Until I walked 5 feet, took a left, and this big monster beat the shit out of me, and I died like immediately. Like I mean, I'm over exaggerating, but it was like very at the very beginning. Like it wasn't. I didn't have to go very far to get my ass handed to me, and I was like, "Well, wait a minute. Maybe this is not where I'm supposed to go." Right. So I was like, "All right. Well, maybe this is maybe I'm supposed to come back to this place later."
Yeah.
So then I went the other way, went a little bit further. The same thing happened to me. I was like, "Is every enemy like this?" I was like, "What is going on? Like, how the hell do you supposed to like?" It's like it was like everything was like one step ahead of you. Like I couldn't never. It was difficult, man.
I'll say my spill for this in a little bit. All right. My number 2, Grant, is Sekiro.
Okay.
I mean, that's my third Souls game in here. All right. Anyway, Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. Dude, if you did not know how to parry in this game, if you did not learn how to parry in this game, I'm sorry, but you probably didn't beat this game. You had to learn how to parry, Grant. It's all about the parry. Everything's about the parry, Grant. But yeah, this game was awesome. I think it was like Game of the Year too, I think, maybe.
Yeah.
But fantastic game. Such a cool game. But boy, you had to get that damn parry, Grant. But yeah, it's parry. So you have to parry, Grant.
Do you think I'd have been?
Did I mention you have to parry in this game?
I would have been terrible at this game then.
You had to parry. If you didn't know how to parry, you probably die.
Could you not just roll? Can you not just roll out the way?
You have to parry. Yeah.
Oh, then I would be.
Got to parry, Grant.
Then it would be really funny to watch me play this game.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So you got to parry. This is parry. Shadows Die Twice. This is what the game's called. It's called parry.
All right.
All right. Go ahead.
Number one. Ed, back in the summer, I went on a journey. Remember that journey? That journey of Elden Ring.
Oh my God. I knew you were going to put that on your game because you are fucking terrible at this game.
Not only am I terrible at this game is like, okay, so do you remember the big soldier that was outside the city?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, dude, that was the bane of my existence. It took me a week to beat that thing. I had to go and power up. I had to go on like a Rocky training montage to get stronger to come back and beat him. I had to respec like 7 times just to find out the right spec to beat this guy. And then, lo and behold, he wasn't the hardest thing because there's enemies just as hard inside the fucking city.
I got a question to ask you. What is that guy's name? The Golden Horseman on, the guy on his horse at the
I beat him, but way after I was way powered up. Oh yeah.
I was going to say, did you try to fight him when you saw him?
When I first saw him, yeah. Well, I didn't try to fight him. He fought me. Like I got too close to him.
That's hilarious. Like you get to fight that first guy that drops down, but you kind of like just die to him because you have nothing. But then that is your first introduction in Elden Ring is that horseman.
Yeah.
And just his movements and how fast he is, you're like that's a horrible
Well, his horse killed me. Like I didn't even.
Fuck this, I'm not.
Like his horse killed me. Like he didn't even get off his horse. Like I didn't.
Yeah,
even,
he
like, I didn't
jump
have a chance.
and slam and like take his shield and dive into you.
I didn't do any of that. Like
I could see someone saying, "I am not playing this game."
But I went back. I went back after I got super powered up and I kicked his fucking ass for old time's sake.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah. And the dragon that's over there in the marsh kicked his ass too because.
When did you fight him? How long did it take you to fight him?
Well, he was already like I wait. Look, I go back and fight all the powerful monsters that they're powerful when you're early. I wait till I get super powered up and then come back and kick their ass.
And then you stream. Then you clip it and throw it stream up there.
Yep,
look what I did at the very beginning.
Like that one I did where I killed the guy in 2 hits.
Everyone sees what kind of gear you got on, Grant.
I know. I got like top notch gear, and I hit him twice. Oh man, hey,
dude,
that's the only way I can do it.
Golly, masterpiece. But
masterpiece
it's hard,
game,
man. Those some of the bosses, boy.
The most frustrating thing is getting kicked off the mountain by the goats.
Yeah, dude. Then they amped it up in Shadow of Erdtree, dude. Those bosses was just amped up from the original ones. Golly. Fantastic game. My favorite game. All right. Grant, my number 1 is you already talked about it. But it is my first experience of Dark Souls. The first one I ever played. I played every single From Software Dark Souls. I played all of them. Anything that's a Souls game, I have probably played.
Yep.
Or anyone they called Souls-like, I have played that game probably. But when my first reception of a Dark Souls game was the Asylum Demon, the first fucking boss of the game Grant. I got killed. I mean, this is my first Souls game. I got killed 100 fucking times until I beat that fucking boss. This is like, eventually I played so many Souls games, I got really good at Souls games. I know what to expect. I know what I can tell just by the movement of if you play a lot of Souls games and you've beaten these games and you play Elden Ring and beaten all that shit, you know when you fight a Souls enemy just by their movements. And boy, I got so good at that. Like how those monsters move. And this was the beginning. That's how I got good at Souls games, by mastering this game at first. But it whooped my ass, Grant.
Oh, yeah.
The entire game whooped my ass. But I loved every second of it. And I got so addicted to those games. And that's probably why a lot of other people like these games too. But like I've gotten so good at Souls games, I can play any Souls game now. I can just watch those enemy movements, dude. I can tell when an attack's coming. I can tell it.
Dude, I know you're beating the Shadow of the Erdtree monsters a lot.
It was hard. Like there's some of those monsters.
A lot of other people.
I one-shotted a lot of monsters in Shadow of the Erdtree. Not one-shotted, but like first attempt, bam, down. Yeah. Yep. But Dark Souls, dude.
It's a big.
The OG is the hardest game I've ever played.
Super hard, dude.
So ridiculous. All right. Guys, that was our top 10. Top 10 games, the hardest games we ever played, or most challenging.
If you have a top 10, leave it in the
just comment comments anywhere in our videos or wherever you want, and we'll check it out.
As long as it doesn't get us banned.
Exactly. Okay. Grant, last segment of the podcast. We're going to do Game Gambit. Game Gambit is where we ask AI to just randomly give us a game to talk about. We don't know it, we'll research it, and we all can learn together.
That's right.
All right, Grant. Game Gambit. Let me go to Grok and ask Grok to give us
Here's the thing is, I have noticed that sometimes it gives you like same things from the same genre over and over. So if it gives you another Japanese game, you got to clear it and do it again, because it's just doing the same. It's just going off that.
I'm going with whatever it picks us.
Okay.
Nope.
We're going to be doing all the Japanese NES games.
I'm just going to ask them. Do. I remember this game.
Okay. Pull up the screen. Pull up the. Give me a screenshot.
I'm going to.
Please don't be highlight. Dark
Grant.
Deadly Towers.
Give me a second, Grant.
Please don't be any of those games.
No, it's not that. It's not that.
Maybe it's King's Quest.
It's not that. I'm sorry.
Oh.
I know you want King's Quest to hit one of these times, don't you?
Boy, I'd go all in on it.
All right. Grant, our Game Gambit is Plok from the Super Nintendo.
I don't know Plok.
You don't know Plok?
I don't know Plok. We'll talk about it.
Yeah, well, Plok, you pretty much, all you do in this game, you throw your limbs at enemies.
Okay.
And that's how you kill them. Let me show you some gameplay footage.
Okay.
Let me pull up some gameplay footage.
So what kind of game is it? Like a side scroller or
Yeah. It's
like an Earthworm Jim type game?
Yep. Let's see. Plok gameplay. Here we go. All right. Let me know when you see my screen, buddy.
All right. Who's that blue guy? Game looks like?
Yeah, he's about to go on the level.
Oh, okay.
It's like Mario.
Oh god, the music doesn't end. It's one of those games. Yeah, I don't know if I can deal with that music. Like, it would be cool, like, Yeah, I couldn't do that music. I'm sorry. Like, it's fine. Like if I was a kid and I heard it for like the first 30 minutes, I'm sure it loops over and over again, like just nonstop. And if it does that through the whole game, then I'm definitely cutting it off because I just can't do that.
So anyway, the game is pretty much you play as Plok, the king of acrylic, discovers that his flag has been stolen by the fleas.
Oh wow! Oh, the fleas!
Creatures led by the Grand Wizard. Okay.
That's racist.
Okay. Plok sets out to recover. I mean, look at him. Kind of looks like something, doesn't he, Grant?
It looks like he's got the red clan hood.
There you go. And Plok sets out to recover his flag, traversing through the various islands and environments. Yeah. I mean, you can't make this up, dude.
Where the fuck they come up? Here's the thing: is like, don't get me wrong.
Here's some interesting facts about it. Okay. The game was heavily influenced by British humor, with many of the character names and game elements reflecting this.
Okay.
The Plok's concept and character was inspired by British comics and pop culture, giving the game a distinct identity even among the platformers at its time.
Yeah, this definitely has.
I don't know, dude.
This definitely's got Britain written all over it.
Yeah,
because their humor is different. Their humor is different than ours.
Yeah. Is that a potato? Is that a potato right there?
What kind of accent was that?
Is that a potato?
You sound like. You sound. What the fuck was that? You sound like the 𝐬𝐿. What the hell kind of? Don't do no more accents. Don't do any more accents. You're banned from that.
You don't want more accents? Dude, I got a lot of accents.
No, don't. They probably all sound the same.
Mixed with my Mississippi accent, dude. I got a lot of accents.
This man sounds like the 𝐬𝐿. Oh God! Don't do that again, please.
All right, Grant. That was our Game Gambit. Plok,
that's the game
from the Super Nintendo.
Fucking Plok.
All right, you ready to end it?
Let's end it. All right, guys. We appreciate y'all tuning in. Follow us on X. Follow us on Twitter. The same thing. Follow us on TikTok. Follow us on Instagram.
That's right, Sean.
Don't mess with the 𝐬𝐿.
Don't mess with the 𝐬𝐿.
The audio version of this will be up in a couple hours. All in all, man. Again, if you have a top 10 that you want us to do, it could be anything. It could be literally
a rant. Give us a rant too, like something you guys want us to rant about.
If you want us to rant about, trust me, I can gather the
involving the video game genre.
Yeah,
something in it.
Yeah, and trust me, I can gather the strength for just about anything. As long as it doesn't get us banned. You know, like we can't do like top 10 assassinations, like, you know what I mean, like, or some shit like that. Our top favorite demonic people, you know, shit like that. Whatever, none of that. Just you know the boundaries here.
Yep.
But just leave that, and we will see y'all Tuesday. Peace.
Peace.
Have a good weekend.
See you.